I hope you've enjoyed the first three parts of the 4 must-haves to look for in an MLM software provider. Again, I want to remind everybody, use the app, do the surveys, check out the links that are on the application. I want to talk to you now about the fourth most important thing. After you've selected the software company, after you've got your compensation plan, after you've got your software, this is going to become the most important thing. How are they going to support and train you? Again, I mentioned earlier, your business is going to be 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, Monday through Friday. There are no banker's hours in multi-level marketing, okay? Amazon doesn't take a day off. They don't close at 5 o'clock and reopen the next morning at 11 o'clock. Same thing with your business. Your distributors most likely are going to be on after their work hours, okay? Your problems, your issues. And let me preface one thing, and this is something I should have said earlier. When talking to a software company, if they tell you, whoever you're talking to, that there's never going to be a problem with the software, light your hair on fire and run away as fast as possible. I'm going to tell you something no other software company is going to tell you. There is going to be a problem. I don't know when and I don't know what, but there is going to be a problem. Just like I said, in a relationship, like a marriage, sometimes you argue with the kids, sometimes you argue with the spouse, but the next day you've got a good relationship and you go on. There is going to be a problem. Don't let any software company tell you that it's going to be perfect. And doing this for over 20 years now, again, we've been here for 33 years, I've been doing this for 20 years, we don't know what the issue is going to be. But you've got to have that relationship to solve it and move forward. And guess what? Your issues are probably going to occur at 4 o'clock in the morning, at 11 o'clock at night, on a Saturday or Sunday. Guess what? Most software companies, they're working banker's hours. They're Monday through Friday, they're 9 to 5. You want to make sure that you've got a company, and we're one of those companies, that has an international team that's going to support and train you. Okay? Your support and training needs to start at the beginning. Is when you decided to buy the software, how did they onboard you? Did you get introduced to a project manager? Do you have a dedicated project manager that you're going to work with there? Are you working with the salesperson who, guess what, their number one concern is the next sale, not you? Are you working with a dedicated project manager that's going to talk to you every week and take you through the things that you need to get your company launched? Who's going to follow up and hold you accountable as much as you're going to hold us accountable to get your company launched, okay? What type of support and training are you going to get? Are they just going to throw you some videos or a book and hope that you read it? Or are they going to give you live training? You need to go through live training, okay? You're going to get into a software, and guess what? It's not your banking software. It's not your QuickBooks software. It's not the back office to Amazon. You've got content. You've got commerce. You've got compensation plan. You've got website design, merchant accounts, payment gateways, sales tax, commission platforms, managing your website. I could go on and on and on about all the things that your software should do. How are you going to get properly trained? Are they going to train you during your hours? Okay, you may not be available until 10 o'clock at night. Well, if they're a software company running banker's hours, they're not going to be there at 11 o'clock at night to train you. They're going to tell you, go watch this video. You want a company that's going to train you when on your time, not just when they're available. You're going to need to get trained on compensation, on commerce, on content, on everything to run your website. If you license or buy software from a company that says they're going to do everything for you, guess what? Every time you need something done, you're going to be pulling out your wallet, you're going to be writing a check. You need to have a software application that empowers you to do everything that you need to do on your time and on your dime, and not just be beholden to the software company. So training is number one. Support. When you need support, when that problem happens at 11 o'clock on a Friday night or 4 o'clock on a Saturday morning, are they going to be available to support and train you? Is there a help desk that you can use, or do they just do email support? If it's a company that just says, hey, when you have an issue, send us an email, well, guess what? There's no escalation process to that. There's no, I've got a critical issue or an emergency issue or an improvement, okay? Make sure the company that you're working with has a proper onboarding system, a proper training system, a proper help desk system, a proper ticket system, and somebody that you can call. I know with our company, you're going to have a dedicated project manager, you're going to have a dedicated client relations manager, you're going to have a dedicated account executive, you're going to have a dedicated compensation or compensation plan manager, you're going to have a team. Whichever company you're going to work with, make sure they're not a one-man show. Okay? Make sure it's not just two guys sitting at home working on their computer that, yeah, they built a good software company, or maybe they only launched 1 or 2 companies. Again, lipstick on the pig. Anybody can take a WordPress site and make it look really good. And today, in our COVID environment that we're experiencing, everybody's working from home. Make sure it's not just 1 or 2 guys that are working from home. You need a worldwide global team to support your company. Because again, as I said earlier, you're just going to launch in the United States right now, but in 6 months, 12 months, a year, when you decide to go to Hong Kong or Germany or Japan or China or one of, outside North America hours, Do you have a team that you're going to be able to get a hold of? Are they going to charge you for training? Typically, if you're paying well for software and you're paying those monthly fees, guess what? Your training and support should be included. I know software companies out there that require that you pay X amount of dollars each month to buy credits that, just like insurance, if you don't use those credits, they expire. Okay, so you're paying for support and training that you never use. And I'm not making this stuff up. This is real software companies out there that will charge you for training every month that if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. There's a lot of things when it comes to the support and the training. You need to make sure that you've got a global team that's here to help you when you need help, because I'm going to guarantee you, you're going to need help. Okay, MLM software is a unique thing. It's not just another shopping cart. It's not just another back office. It's a lot of unique things. So make sure, again, the things that are important. Relationship. Number one thing to look for is relationship in this industry. Number two thing to look for, make sure that they understand that compensation plan, that they're able to recite that comp plan back to you, that you know that they understand what they're talking about. Number three is going to be the software. Again, make sure that you get a chance to take a look at that back office, take a look at what you're going to be licensing, because you're going to be in this relationship for a long time. And again, number four, support and training. How are they going to onboard you? How are they going to support you? And how are they going to train you? So I want to thank you guys for the time that we've had today. We're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break right now. After our 10-minute break, we're going to have some really good speakers coming on. We're going to have Brian Brown from Avalara is going to talk to you about sales tax and compliance. We're going to have Sean Egert from Hannah Shea. Sean is one of the premier recruiting companies that's going to find your C-suite people. He'll talk to you about recruiting for your company. We're going to have Colt Passy from CMS and Nexio. Colt's going to talk to you about merchant account requirements, compliance within obtaining a merchant account, and then we're going to have Dan Lundell is going to talk to you from the Sheffield Group about some things. So I want to thank you for the time that we've had today. Again, remind you to take a look at the survey and the app system. Looking forward to talking to you on one of our breakout seminars if we get a chance to talk one-on-one. And we're going to wish you luck on the launch of your network marketing company. And have a great day and enjoy the rest of the seminar.